and we are starting the distillation of the California white fir, the Abies Concolor variety Lowenia that we harvested yesterday on solstice. I thought I would show you the different steps of the distillation, and you can learn about distillation. So first we're going to fill the tanks. What we'll do after this is light these burners, go ahead and get these warming. Now we're going to fill the container that goes inside the tank. This is the bottom of it, it's upside down. So we're going to take this off. This is where the steam is going to pass up inside plant material. So we're going to take that off. And this is where we get to see how little plant material we actually gathered with our hours and hours of hard work up at high altitude. But this is also where we get to enjoy the first dose of the concentrated fragrance. You can see here the wonderful needles. We trimmed only the end of the branches, so there's not really any wood material in it. It's mostly needles, and that gives the highest quality of essential oils. It is a lovely fragrance. And it looks like we'll probably get about the same amount of plant material as we did with the Sierra Juniper, about 3 stills worth altogether. But I suspect that we will probably get a lot more oil than we did from the juniper. We only got 2 ounces per distillation for a total of 6 ounces. But these needles are a lot juicier and probably contain a lot more oil. Okay, so now we're going to put the lid, which is actually the bottom, back on. And we're going to carefully turn this over. Okay, we now have 2 20-gallon stills loaded with white fir, with the water heating underneath and the steam getting ready to pass into the condenser. Now we will put the condenser units on top and hook them up to the water in and out. So this is the unit. That's the coil. So the steam, the hydrosol, is going to come out from here. Now I'm going to set up the glassware. This is the separator, and rather than explain how it works, I'll just show you when it starts working. But the thing that's important to notice is it comes in 2 sections like this. So now this is going to get attached here to the separator, and we're all ready to go. So now we have hydrosol coming from the still. The entire process is now active. The fire is cooking the water down here, and the steam is rising through the plant material. It's coming into the coils. The cold water is coming in through the bottom here. This is still cool. And then the steam is coming out at the top. You can feel this is hot. So it's condensing because of the cold water coming in, and then it's coming out through here. And the hydrosol is now accumulating, and we will soon start to see the oil droplets coming out. So now we're starting to get the really fine fragrance of the white fir coming. We can already get a sense of what the oil is going to smell like just by checking out the aroma coming from the open top of the separator. It's very, very light. It's very green, sweet. It's not at all like the juniper. I think this is going to be an extraordinary oil, another extraordinary oil. Okay, so we have the distillation happening here, and we can now clearly see the separation of the oil from the hydrosol. So what's happening is that the hydrosol is coming in through the inner chamber there, and the water is heavier, so it's sinking down to the bottom, and then it is coming back out over here as just the pure hydrosol. But you can see that the hydrosol is also forcing the oil downward in the central channel there, and periodically, when there's enough oil buildup, it will release an oil bubble, which will then rise to the top, and that will then separate into this layer. So this is the pure essential oil of the white fir that's building up here, and you can see that in just a moment we're going to get another oil bubble coming out. You can see that it's starting to form and make its way towards the lower opening of the inner channel. We'll have a large oil bubble coming out here in just a moment. Starting to get some small bubbles coming. So we're about maybe a quarter of the way through the distillation based on the amount of hydrosol that's come out. And it looks like we probably have about maybe 1 ounce of oil so far. So it's always a mystery of how much oil we will get.